Africa all the way early on. New Zealand bowled well with a new ball. They had some chances, they didn't quite take them, and then Hashim Amla started to play well along with Quinton de Kock, and that was the first of an opportunity to get rid of Hashim Amla. Nicely driven by Quinton de Kock through the onside, and then more runs for him through the offside, and then a straight dive down the ground. And the break from New Zealand wanted Quinton de Kock trying to hit that ball too hard, ended up hitting across the line. And then it was Hashim Amla who really got into his stride. He's got his feet going, his timing picked up, he scored both sides of the wicket, and he was in control of the innings. He was well backed up by Faf du Plessis, who's had a wonderful time in international cricket of late. It's a brilliant partnership they're involved in. Excellent way to bring up his 50, Hashim Amla. And that one just didn't carry. That was Faf du Plessis off the outside edge. New Zealand at this stage badly needed a wicket, and then it was 50 for Faf du Plessis as well. Commanding partnership, followed that up with some magnificent stroke play. And then, as soon as that batting power play came about, Faf du Plessis got out the first delivery. David de Villiers stepped up the pace. He was in control from the beginning, played aggressively, as he often does. Takes the game away from the opposition, combined very well with Hashim Amla as well. And at this stage, it looked like South Africa were set to get 300 or perhaps even 320. They were in complete control. And then things started to go wrong. David de Villiers tried to hit that over mid-wicket, got a leading edge straight up in the air. Ronke made no mistake, and then the two established players falling within short space of time, but not before Amla got his century, and a magnificent one it was. Struck a couple more boundaries after getting to that 100. And that was off the outside edge, and then Amla tried to run that down to third man. So this had two new batsmen at the crease, and that was a problem for South Africa. That was first JP Duminy, who hit a few. That was over mid-off. And he was out ODI to a good piece of bowling by Trent Bolt. The slower delivery, it went upstairs, but there was no doubt this ODI decision was a good change of pace. And then it started to turn in favour of New Zealand. Riley saw the very first ball he faced, tried to clear that mid-wicket boundary but couldn't, and then Philander tried to do exactly the same thing. He got a top edge as well. And it was an amazing and an incredible fight back by the Black Caps. That was Dale Steyn. And South Africa were disappointed with the way their innings finished. They were well on target for a score of 300 plus.
Nick Skipler, yeah, 282 for 9. We were all thinking 310 maybe at one stage. So it was down to the last pair in the end. This did represent a good fight back. Some of these bowlers copped a bit of tap, but fought back with some confidence to take into the next game. 2 for 70 for Bolt, 2 for 50 for Southey. They're quite impressive at the top of the innings. McGlinnigan 2 for 49. A little bit of Guptill in there, as well as Anderson, as well as Measham. So that is the equation.
New Zealand started their chase off 282 to trace down South Africa's first innings total. And it was tough work. Dale Steyn got into his work, as long as Philander. They made it really tough for the New Zealand openers. James Nishan got a real working over. Then there was a half chance. De Villiers and Steyn nearly collided. Could have been a lot worse than just missing the catch. Afterwards, just starting to look a little bit more aggressive. Got one of his pull hips away. And unfortunately, tried to go over the top and hit straight to cover. James Neesham, he'd been worked over by Morkel, just stood there, threw his hands in it and played it onto the stumps. At this stage, the South African bowlers were all over the New Zealand batters. Latham got one right above the badge. Brownlee got a beauty. New Zealand just started to turn the tide. They looked like they got over that initial onslaught. Tom Latham started to look good. And then out of nowhere, something he'll probably never look back on fondly, got out to A.B. de Villiers, caught by Hashim Amla.
Well, that was quickly followed up by Dean Brownlee. He just looked to play the wrong line. Dale Steyn top of off stump, and that again, 2 and 2 was pretty much what happened to New Zealand all day. Corey Anderson, Norton won in the series. And then it was all over to the champion leg spinner from South Africa, Imranzi here. McCullum, he decided to review it, and it was a good decision because it hit him outside the line. And the decision was overturned and he was given not out. Not long after, 15 Plessis, a very good fieldsman, puts one down after having caught it, but once his elbows hit, it changed. But Cullen persisted with the sweep shot, given out once again, and he reviewed it once again. But this time, all the technology in the world couldn't save him, and it went on to hit leg stump. Sweep shot was the undoing for Daniel Vettori for the second match in a row. This time he missed it. The ultimate dismissal for a leg spinner is the googly that the batsman doesn't read, and it travels back through the gate. Trent Boult come out, having played so well in the last match. They put on a couple of boundaries, but it didn't last long. Luke Ronke continued on his way from the last match, but in the end, they had too much to do, and maybe de Villiers was the man. Slower leg spinner, off the back leg, and it takes care of Trent Boult. Once again, second match in a row. Luke Ronke, the standout performance, 79 of 83 he finished with, and he played tremendously well. Shot good in 10. And his partner in crime this time, Mitchell McClenaghan, who played some good shots, showed a lot of courage against the quicks from South Africa. And those there would be shots that batsmen would be proud of. And in the end, they put on a record 10th wicket partnership, but again, it was all too much. And the last man to go there, Ronke.
So the scorecard, South Africa made 282 for 9 of their 50 overs, 119 du Plessis, and de Villiers chipped in with 67 and 37. New Zealand, well, they were bowled out for 210 in the 46th over. Ronke the standout, McClenaghan batting at 11:34. And for South Africa, Philander, de Villiers and Tahir all got 2 wickets each. So that means South Africa have won this match by 72 runs and lead the series 2-0.